My beloved child, listen to me very carefully. This ends tonight, not tomorrow, not someday when you feel stronger, not when you finally believe you are ready. Tonight, whether you feel prepared or not, whether you understand it or not, a chapter that has weighed on your heart is closing. You have carried something for too long, a silent heaviness, a cycle that keeps repeating, a fear that whispers in the dark. You thought it was just part of your life now. You adjusted to it. You survived it. But I did not design you to merely survive. Do not scroll away. Do not treat this as another passing message. I am speaking directly to you. This moment was appointed before you ever pressed play. There is something being broken off of you, and if you stay with me, you will understand exactly what it is. The season of barely holding it together is expiring. The nights of overthinking every possibility are reaching their end. The quiet battle you fight in your own mind has an expiration date, and it is not in the distant future. It is now. You keep asking me for sign. This is your sign. I have watched you wrestle with doubt. I have seen the way you brace yourself for disappointment. I have heard the prayers you whispered when no one else was around. And because I am your father, I will not allow this weight to define you any longer. Something shifts tonight. If this message is stirring your spirit, I want you to respond. Like this video as your agreement with me that this cycle is ending. Share it with someone who is quietly struggling because they need this word too. Write in the comments, "It ends tonight," and let that declaration rise from your own lips. And stay connected. Subscribe so you do not miss the next word I speak over your life. My beloved child, readiness is not what qualifies you. My decision does. You may feel uncertain. You may feel unsteady. But I am drawing a line in the sand. What has drained you will not follow you into what I am about to do. What has limited you will not cross over. This ends tonight, and I am the one who says so. My beloved child, I know why this hath been so hard for you. You have been smiling in front of others while quietly unraveling inside. You have been strong for everyone else, holding conversations, meeting responsibilities, showing up when needed, yet in the quiet of your own thoughts, you have felt tired in a way that sleep cannot fix. I have seen the nights when your mind would not rest, when you replayed conversations, when you questioned your decisions, when you wondered if you missed something, if you failed somewhere, if this is simply how life will always feel. You have carried questions you were too afraid to say out loud. Why does this keep happening? Why do I feel stuck? Why do I feel like I am always bracing for the worst? My beloved child, you have even questioned me. You have wondered if I still see you the same way. You have wondered if I am disappointed in you. You have wondered if you somehow delayed your own breakthrough. And though you would never admit it openly, there were moments you feared you were forgotten. But I was there in every single one of those moments. I saw the tears you wiped away quickly so no one would ask questions. I saw the deep breath you took before walking into rooms where you felt small. I saw the courage it took just to keep going when you felt emotionally drained. You have been carrying more than you let anyone know. You have felt the pressure to have it all figured out. You have compared your timeline to others. You have measured your progress against expectations that were never mine for you. And slowly, quietly, the comparison began to steal your peace. You told yourself you should be further by now, stronger by now, happier by now. But my beloved child, you have been surviving a season that required enormous strength. The fact that you are still here, still seeking me, still hoping even when hope felt fragile, that alone speaks of your resilience. You are not weak for feeling exhausted. You are not faithless for feeling uncertain. You are not behind. You have been in a process. Even when you felt unseen, I was shaping something inside you. Even when you felt overlooked, I was protecting you from paths that would have broken you. Even when you thought nothing was changing, I was building quiet endurance in your heart. You are not crazy for feeling this tension. You are not dramatic for feeling this weight. You are human, and you are deeply loved. And I need you to hear me clearly now. I have never once taken my eyes off of you. Not in your confusion. Not in your doubt. Not in your waiting. You are seen. You are known. You are still chosen. And tonight, the very place that felt like your breaking point is becoming your turning point. My beloved child, now I will show you what has truly been happening. You believed this season was a sign that something was wrong with you. You thought the delay meant denial. You assumed the silence meant distance. But what you interpreted as abandonment was actually protection. What you called stagnation was preparation. You have been measuring your life by visible progress, but I have been working in invisible places. The fear that kept whispering, "You are not ready," was never my voice. The thought that said, "You will always struggle like this," did not come from me. The pressure telling you to rush, to force, to prove yourself, those were burdens you picked up without realizing they were never assigned to you. Listen carefully now. Readiness is not a feeling. It is alignment with me. You kept waiting to feel confident before stepping forward. You kept thinking peace had to come before change. But I tell you the truth, peace often follows obedience, not the other way around. Confidence grows as you walk, not before you move. The very challenges that made you question yourself were strengthening you. The disappointments that made you retreat were refining your vision. The waiting that felt endless was teaching you endurance. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. And here is the correction you need, spoken with love. Stop calling yourself unqualified. Stop labeling yourself as behind. Stop assuming your past mistakes disqualify you from what I have spoken over your future. Your past is a lesson, not a life sentence. You have allowed fear to sit in a seat it was never meant to occupy. You let it advise you. You let it narrate your future. You let it convince you that staying small was safer than trusting me. But fear has overstayed its welcome. This is what ends tonight. Not your stability. Not your identity. Not your security. What ends is the agreement you made with limitation. What ends is the belief that you must shrink to survive. What ends is the quiet acceptance of this is just how it is. It is not just how it is. You are not called to live bracing for impact. You are not designed to expect disappointment as your default setting. You are not meant to carry tomorrow's worries on today's shoulders. Lift your eyes, my beloved child. The weight you have been carrying was never proof of strength. True strength is trusting me enough to release it. True courage is stepping forward even while your voice trembles. True faith is believing my promise over your fear. Tonight, I am removing the false narrative. I am breaking the cycle of small thinking. I am calling you out of survival mode and into trust. And as the scales fall from your eyes, you will begin to see it clearly. You were never stuck. You were being shaped for more. My beloved child, now that you see the truth, let me strengthen your heart. You are not standing at the edge of loss. You are standing at the doorway of expansion. What feels sudden to you has been carefully arranged by my hands. Nothing about this shift is chaotic. Nothing about this ending is careless. I am intentional with you. You have asked me for peace, and I am giving it to you. but not the fragile kind that depends on circumstances. I am giving you peace that stands steady even while things change around you. The kind that settles deep in your chest and silences the noise of what if. The anxiety that once tightened your thoughts will loosen its grip. The confusion that once clouded your vision will begin to clear. The exhaustion that followed you like a shadow will lift as new strength rises within you. You think you are barely holding on, but I tell you the truth. You are being held. You survived days you thought would break you. You endured conversations that shook your confidence. You walked through uncertainty without collapsing. Do you not see the evidence of my sustaining power in that alone? You are stronger than you realize. Even when you felt weak, I was reinforcing your foundation. Even when you felt overlooked, I was positioning you. Even when doors closed and plans shifted, I was redirecting you towards something that fits the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. What feels delayed has not been denied. Timing in my hands is never wasted time. While you were waiting, I was aligning people, arranging details, softening hearts, and building opportunities you could not yet see. Trust my timing. You are covered. You are protected. You are not stepping into the unknown alone. I go before you. I stand beside you. I remain behind you. There is no direction you can move where my presence does not surround you. This ending is not a collapse. It is a crossing. The night may feel thick, but morning has already been prepared. The chapter closing is making space for a chapter that carries clarity, growth, and deeper peace. You will not look back at this moment with regret. You will look back and recognize it as the turning point where fear lost its authority over you. Lift your head, my beloved child. Stand taller in your spirit. Let hope rise again, not fragile hope, but anchored hope. The kind that knows I am faithful. The kind that believes I finish what I begin. You are not too late. You are not too broken. You are not too unprepared. You are exactly where you need to be for what I am about to do. And I will not fail you. My beloved child, now the moment has come. This is where you decide. You have heard my voice. You have felt the stirring in your spirit. You know the cycle I am ending. You know the fear that has tried to define you. And now I ask you to release it fully into my hands. Let go of the need to control every outcome. Let go of the timeline you built out of anxiety. Let go of the old agreement with doubt. Surrender is not weakness. It is trust in its purest form. This ends tonight. The striving ends tonight. The constant second-guessing ends tonight. The quiet belief that you must brace for disappointment ends tonight. Step forward with me. Whisper your trust even if your voice shakes. Choose faith even if your feelings lag behind. Decide that you will no longer partner with fear when I have already promised you my covering. I am restoring calm to your mind. I am breathing courage into your heart. I am placing steady confidence in your steps. Your future is not fragile. It is held securely in my hands. You will sleep differently. You will think differently. You will move differently. Not because everything around you instantly changes, but because something within you has. Peace is wrapping around you now. Let it settle. Let it anchor you. You are safe with me. You are guided. You are deeply loved. Walk into this new chapter knowing I go before you. And now, my beloved child, as this word has strengthened you, I call you into something greater. When you give through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description and the QR code on this video, you are not supporting a channel. You are sowing seed into living souls. Every gift becomes light entering someone's midnight. As it is written, give, and it will be given to you. and I speak that promise over you now as a living breath, not ancient ink. When you place your seed into this ground, you become part of the harvest I am raising across the earth. I am the one who multiplies loaves and fishes, and I am the one who multiplies what you release in faith. If this message stirred your heart, that stirring is me, inviting you to act. Do not ignore the holy nudge. There are hearts waiting for hope, families waiting for restoration, weary souls waiting for a word that reminds them they are not alone. Your generosity becomes oil that keeps this lamp burning. Your obedience becomes rain that waters fields you may never see, but will one day rejoice over. I bless the hands that give. I breathe increase over the ones who respond. I open doors of provision, peace, and divine favor over every cheerful giver. This is not a transaction. It is participation in my work. Step into it with joy. Toe boldly. Give as I lead you, and watch how I move in your life in return.